yes I can, gang, gang. Hey, gang, gang. Oh, yeah. Yes I can, 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 yes I can. Oh yeah, all dog pull up in a white van. Yeah, hey, slide dog, you know he a hype man. Yes I can, 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 yes I can. Hey, can't see Ogden as he run past. Coach Matt been serving up the good fast.
Shake Ogden's hand as I walk in the class, turning my horn phone and so on my pass. Start up my warm up because I'm succeed. I get the thing done and I do the math deep. Grabbing these points and I'm making it right. I'm saying hello, I'm catching these flights. If nobody's nappy, the class will be happy. And nobody making a frown. Okay, class, one more time, kiss the colonel and raise your hand if you are sitting down. Yeah, just give me 20 on 3. Come on, let's see who the best class is going to be.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to the KYIC News, Channel 17. I want to thank all of you for coming in today. I hope you and your family are doing well during this crazy time. And maybe perhaps experience some valuable family time. From what I heard from a lot of you, that you spent some time with your family, brother, sister, whoever, and it's been a good thing. So that's awesome. Hey, I want to thank my daughter Whitney at this point for everything she's done in this newscast. Right now she's behind the screen shaking her head at me, but without her none of this would happen. She's been the editor, the designer, the director, the producer, the weather person, and yada yada yada. So thank you, Whitney. Okay, reminders, people, office hours Tuesday, Thursday, 12 to 1. Join us if you have any questions, comments, complaints, you just want to shoot the bull for a while. Home fun's going to be due on Friday at 9, and it's very flexible, but if you fall behind, it's going to be a little more challenging for you. Hey, show some grit this week. The lessons should be easy, and easier, I should say, and continue that growth mindset. Okay, on to the news, people. I got a quote of the day. Here it is from Robert Brault. The quote is, "Enjoy the little things, for one day you may look back and realize they were the big things." Isn't that awesome? Foster, could you translate that for us? Or how about DJ? Way to go, DJ. Alrighty. So enjoy those little things, people. Time with your family, and who knows what else you're doing right now, but enjoy that. Hey, I have a little clip for you, just an attitude of gratitude. I don't know if you guys have seen this or not, but I believe it was from last week from New York, and how much appreciation goes out to all the healthcare workers. If anyone in your family is in that category, please give them a high five for us, because they're really doing hero work. And here's a little clip that you may enjoy right now from New York City. Let's give it up for all those healthcare workers, people. They are truly amazing, and without them, who knows what would be going on. So, thank you very much. Hey, let's check the weather right now and see what's happening. Let's go out and see the weather. Well, hi there. Look at this weather today. It is all around us. Isn't it fantastic? After 5 straight days of rain, people, it was so nice to get outside. Today, partly cloudy. Tomorrow, a little bit of rain. And maybe next day a little partly cloudy. And I can guarantee this, there's a 99.9% chance of algebra. Back to you at the desk. Hey, how about that weather report out there? Hey, next up for us, how about those sports? We got a lot of stuff going on. Let's go over to the sports desk, see what's happening. Hey, thank you, Sir Ogden. Hey, on the sports update today, we have Padres are still undefeated after 4 weeks. Isn't that fantastic? And if you guys are tired of watching NBA playoff games from 1985, like I've been doing, we have an alternative for you. Check this out. At our family, we've been practicing catching Nerf bullets. Are you ready for this? Yeah, baby! Don't try this at home, although that's the only place you should be, but good luck with that. Back to you at the desk. All righty. Thank you at the sports desk. That was fantastic. Hey, now while we're here, people, we have the algebra news of the day. This is going to be the most important news of the newscast. So let's go over to the algebra desk. Thank you, Sir Ogden. Great job there at the desk today. Hey, in the world of college algebra this week, good news for you. Should be a little bit easier than last week. 6.3, solving system of inequalities, was kind of challenging, I think, with 3 variables. So judging by your home fund that I received back and judging by office hours and the comments I received, it seems like most of you have a pretty good idea. So congratulations there. Now, before we even go on to 6.4, which is on system of inequalities, you need to make sure that you do the quiz. And I say quiz, it's not really a quiz. It would have been the quiz if we were still in school. So it would be a good indicator to you whether you are ready to go on to our next section. So I would like you to do the quiz, get a partner, get your book, get your notes, teach someone how to fish, learn how to fish, and I'll give you the answers to that quiz in a couple days. So do that first, and then you can tackle 6.4 in your book, which is called a system of inequalities. So let's go to that right now, and hopefully you can pause this baby and do the quiz first if you have not. So here we go. Okay, before we get started, just a couple reminders about inequalities. For example, this is 6.4. A couple reminders. If I have no equal sign with my inequalities, remember it's going to be a dotted line. Dotted line. If I have an equal sign, it's going to be a solid line. If it's less than or equal to, you're going to shade down below the line, or if it's vertical, to the left. And lastly, if it's greater than or greater than equal to, you're shading up above the line. And don't forget, when you divide by a negative, do you flip the inequality over or do you flip it off? Hopefully you remember to flip it over when you multiply or divide by a negative. Okay, let's get started. Okay, a couple quick examples that hopefully are very easy and fundamental for you. Example number 1. If I have x is greater than 2, okay, I know it's going to be a vertical line at 2. Is it solid or dotted? It is going to be dotted because it's less than. Now it's x is greater than. The little alligator mouth is going greater than. So do I shade to the right or to the left? Obviously, to the right. Boom. Don't forget your baby, because that is the most important part. Okay, what about example 2? Y is less than or equal to 3. So you know it's going to be horizontal. There's an equal sign, so it's going to be solid. Which part is shaded? If it's less than, it's shaded down. Boom. Shade that part down. Don't forget the baby. And it's all good. Pretty simple?
Yeah, baby.
Oh, can we do this?
Yeah.
Good. Example number 3. Is that Adele? Okay. If you have something like this, remember we got to put it into y equals mx plus b. Boop. First, before we graph it. First thing we do is minus x on both sides. And negative y is less than negative x plus 2. How do you get rid of that negative? Divide the entire equation by negative 1. When you divide by a negative 1, what happens to the inequality? Ding! You flip it over. Do not flip it off. So we get x minus 2. If I was going to graph that, I would go down 2, put a point. My slope is 1, to refresh your memory. I go up 1, over 1, and put a point. Connect those two, solid or dotted. Dotted. Make your dotted line. If it's greater than, do I shade above or below? I shade above. Cha-ching. Bada-ba-bing. Okay, that's graphing an inequality. Next one is a little more complicated because we have an e to the x. Do we know how to graph an exponential function? I believe we do. It's going to be a dot at the y-intercept, which is 0, 1. Solid or dotted, it is going to be dotted. And as you remember, you approach the asymptote at no touch, and it goes up like that. Now, if you don't remember what an exponential looks like, you can just plug in some points. Plug in 0 and 1 for x, and you'll get your answer. Now, here's the question, though. Y is greater than, so is it a shade above or below? Lauren, what do you think?
Well, yes.
Good answer, Lauren. Let's shade it above. And there we go. And don't forget the most important part. Is the baby. Okay, example number 5 is the big kahuna. This is going to be a system of inequalities because there's more than one. On your home fun this week, you're going to have a couple, I think, that have 3 inequalities. But you do the same thing. You graph, shade, where the overlap is your answer. So let's do a big kahuna right here. My first inequality, I have an x squared. What's that going to look like? I believe it's going to be a parabola. Let's solve that and see what we get. Let's get the y by itself, so it's minus x squared on both sides. Everybody, in German, So we get negative y is less than or equal to negative x squared plus 1. Got to divide by a negative. And when I divide by a negative, I have to, ding, flip the inequality over. Don't flip it off. So y is going to be greater than or equal to x squared minus 1. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is my first inequality. Let's graph that, baby. See what we get. Do you remember how to graph a parabola? I hope you do. But that negative 1 tells me I go down 1 and put a point. That is the vertex of my parabola. My slope is 1 over 1. So go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. I'm going to draw my parabola. Is it going to be solid or dotted? Solid because I have an equal sign. Graph that, baby. And there we go. If it's greater than, am I going to shade above the parabola or below the parabola? I am going to shade above the parabola. So it looks something like that. So far, so good? Let's hope this green marker shows up. My next inequality is going to be a linear. This is pretty easy to solve. All I have to do is minus x on both sides to make it look like y equals mx plus b. Boop. Cancel these. And y is less than or equal to x plus 1. That is my second inequality. I go up 1. My slope is also 1, so I go up 1 over 1. And it's going to be a solid line because it's equal to. There's my line. If it's less than, do I shade above the line or below the line? I shade below the line. If I do that, it looks like my intersection is going to be above the parabola but below the blue line. I'm going to darken that part in. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the big kahuna. Don't forget the best part. Graph that baby. Give yourself a cha-ching. Bada-ba-bing. Okay. Hope you guys understood that. That's section 6.4. There are a couple good examples in your book. I only have a few problems for you on Google Classroom, in addition to that quiz that you should do first before you tackle 6.4. Hey, continue that growth mindset. Have some grit. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Email or Google Classroom. Make it a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, thank you for that algebra news, Mr. Ogden. That was fantastic. Now, to summarize our newscast today, people, I just want to give you a number 5 question. And here's your question. First person to get this will get a brand new roll of toilet paper. Here it is. While walking down the beach, Diego met his wife's mother-in-law's husband's only daughter by his only marriage. Let me say it one more time. While walking down the beach, Diego met his wife's mother-in-law's husband's only daughter by his only marriage. Who was it? Think about that. Email me for that toilet paper. And stay strong, people. Stay positive out there. Applaud those healthcare workers. And let's make it a Yes I Can week.